this is Esme, and today's video is going to be all about the donkeys. Today I thought I'd give the donkeys a good old pamper because also today is World Donkey Day. So to celebrate donkeys, I thought I'd make a video all about them. Also, so many of you guys have been asking for more donkey content. I've also got a lot of questions about where the donkeys are. So the donkeys are currently in their own paddock. Last winter we decided to carry on keeping the donkeys separate to the horses just because Willow, it's a lot better for her arthritis. She does a lot better in a slightly smaller paddock with just the 3 donkeys. They've also got their new stable, so if you haven't seen the donkeys' new stable video, I'll leave a little link below. So also to celebrate World Donkey Day, you guys might know that I'm actually an ambassador for the Brooke charity. So in today's video I'll be speaking a little bit more about that and what I got up to last year when I was in Senegal in West Africa, when I saw the incredible work that they're doing. So I've actually got Bruno down here, and if you do see, it's not snow. We have quite a lot of blossom here at the moment, so I feel like the donkeys, they actually have a little bit of blossom on them at the moment, along with a lot of mud. And also, if you think it's going to be snowing, especially when I'm grooming Willow, the donkeys are currently molting, so they're losing all of their winter coat. They are looking a little bit mangy at the moment in places, just because they've been scratching against the fence and things like that, trying to remove their winter coat. So we're going to do a little bit of shedding today. Also, for some strange reason, the birds absolutely love picking their winter coat out of them. I think it's because this time of year the birds are all making their nests, so they're using the donkey's coat for their nests. So before Bruno here gets a little bit too impatient, I think it's time to give this boy a groom. Okay, so I've tied Bruno up, he's back here, but Willow and Toby have also decided to come and join me, and this time in the afternoon, it's just been lunchtime, and they're all a little bit sleepy at the moment. So they're all just standing here in the sunshine, having a bit of a snooze, so I feel like they'll probably end up standing quite still when they have their grooming, and it'll be a little bit like a little massage for them as well. You ready for your little donkey massage? Oh, you're all so sleepy. Oh, I love you. I love them. All right, Bruno, it's now time for you to have your little groom. I have my shedding blade here. Obviously it's not going to hurt him, like I can rub it on my hand and it's fine. So what this does is it's just got little kind of teeth at the bottom, and this is going to just help remove all of his winter coat that's still kind of stuck in him. Just me pulling at it now, you can kind of see quite a bit is coming out in places, so he's getting a little bit impatient, so time to get grooming. Okay, so at the moment I'm just brushing Bruno's face because he has been rubbing it against some of the fence posts I've seen recently. You can see here there's a little bit of hair that's missing where he's been rubbing it. But we've also got Willow here keeping him company, and we've got Toby around the back here as well. So we really, Bruno, I know you want to scratch, hey? You want to scratch? He loves attention. When you stop giving him attention, he's quite cheeky and he's like, hey, can I have some more? So what was I saying? Okay, yeah, we've got all 3 donkeys here pretty much, because when one is having something done to them, such as grooming, they all like to be here as well. They all want to get in on the action and have the attention too. So they're just loving the cuddles today, guys. Like, I love them all so much. Yep, and you all love Bruno. These 2 absolutely love him because donkeys are sort of herd animals, so they always like to stay together. So yep, okay, I'll get back to it. Okay, you love the scratches. Alright everybody, I've just finished grooming Bruno and I bet he's going to feel so much more comfortable. I've got a lot of hair here as well that's come out, so your coat was quite woolly, but this time of year, again, because they're molting, the weather's getting warmer here because it's going to be coming into the summer soon, so I feel like he's going to be a lot more comfortable now. Okay everybody, I've now got Toby here ready for his groom. So as it's World Donkey Day and I'm an ambassador for the Brooke charity, I thought I'd talk a little bit more about them. So last year I was lucky enough to go to Senegal in West Africa with them and see the incredible work that they do for working horses, donkeys and mules, as well as the communities that really do rely on them. At the moment, as you might know, it's a very difficult time across the globe, but Brooke is still out there helping as many working equines as they possibly can. So here's a little video more about them. Last year, I was really fortunate to go with the Brooke charity to Senegal in West Africa, which like many parts of the world rely on working equines for transport, farming and are essential for the communities that rely on them. Brooke focuses on the welfare of these working horses, donkeys and mules through education and support, such as the amazing farrier called Fatou, who had been trained by Brooke. Not only does this help these working equines, it also helps the people that work with them and care for them. Hundreds of thousands of donkeys are at risk, and the majority of them are here in Africa. The reason why is because they're being stolen for their skins, which is also detrimental because they're so important to people's livelihoods. So Brooke are here and they're helping by putting in bans here in Senegal and other countries in Africa, and they're also working with the government to try and strengthen these laws. To help, please follow Brooke and share their posts. The good news is, thanks to pressure on world leaders, countries like Senegal and Pakistan have already announced trade bans on donkey skins. Please help Brooke to achieve a global ban by signing the petition, which I'll leave a link in the description below. Please help us stop this needless slaughter for these intelligent and caring animals that are relied upon by so many communities around the world. Alrighty, it's now time to groom Toby, and as I said before, he does have a few little patches on him where the birds have been picking out his hair. So we have a little patch here. They usually get on the tops of their backs as well, because that's where the birds actually like to sit on them. I think it must feel a bit like a back massage for them having the birds on them, so they don't really mind it too much, but obviously they don't really look the prettiest because when they do lose their winter coat, they kind of lose it in chunks. So now it's time to give him a little bit of a groom and hopefully make him look a little bit better and feel a lot more comfortable. Oh my goodness, Bruno. Look at this belly. I reckon this guy has been eating a lot of fresh grass because we've had a bit of rain over here, so the grass has just decided to grow loads because we've had a bit of sunshine as well. And at the moment, all of that grass is now in his belly, fermenting. There's a bit of gas in there, isn't there? Good boy. Should we let you free? There we go, Tobbs. You're looking like a very smart donkey now. Good boy. All right, everybody, we now have here Princess Willow, my favourite girlie, hey? So now it's time to give her a groom as well, and I definitely think that she's ready for it because as soon as I let Toby free, she came straight over here and was like, okay mum, my turn now please. Okay, let's go. Toby, do you want some more? Bruno's there as well. See, with donkeys, you don't just have one, you have like a whole herd of them all together. Okay everybody, I've now finished grooming Willow and she looks so cute. Do you, Willow? And she should be a lot more comfortable as well now because, oh my goodness, the donkeys were so fluffy. Like, look at all of this. The ground literally looks like it's been snowing because it's got the blossom and it's also got all of their fluff everywhere. So I think I've done a pretty good job. We've removed a lot of their coat, so much, but also I have a little crochet donkey here. How cute is this? You can also make a knitted one as well. So the Brooke charity, they've got little instructions and things for if you're stuck at home and you want to get creative, you can have a go at making either a crochet donkey or a knitted donkey. That will be coming out soon. So keep an eye out on their Instagram for that. But yeah, Willow, what do you think to him? I think she likes him. Alright everybody, with today's video being dedicated to World Donkey Day, I hope it's okay with you guys, but at the end of this video I'm actually going to put my video that I filmed with the Brooke charity back in October when I went to Senegal in West Africa with them, so I really hope you enjoy that. Also, if you do have a spare minute, please be sure to sign that petition against the trade of donkey skins, as it will help so many donkeys. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much and stay safe. So the reason why I went to Senegal in West Africa was to go and see some of the incredible work that the Brooke charity is doing, because in most parts of the world, horses, donkeys and mules are working animals, and they have to be to keep communities going, because most communities, they can't afford cars or lorries or tractors, and so the horses kind of have to be that for them. The first person I went and met was Fatou, who is a farrier that's been trained up by Brooke, and she makes sure that these working horses, donkeys and mules are in good condition. So this horse is just having its hooves done right now, and I think it's enjoying having a little snack as well at the same time. So I'm currently in Thiès with Fatou, who is a farrier, and she's actually been doing really well at the moment and starting to train other farriers as well, which is brilliant, all with the help of Brooke. So if you'd like to help train other farriers, I'll leave some links in the description below where you can actually gift for Christmas, for example, having a farrier trained. So it means more horses like this can have their hooves done, which is obviously great for their health, and I think he's very much enjoyed the food as well. I'm here in one of Senegal's market towns, and I'm actually here at one of the Brooke shelters that has been built using their funding. So before, the horses would just be tied up anywhere out in the sun, which is really bad as they could get heat stroke, they could be stolen, and it really wasn't a very safe place. They could escape, or they would just be taken through the market, which again could be quite dangerous. So now they can stay here in these safe shelters. They're in the shade, they have food, they have water, and also some of the local people keep their horses here too, as well as horses that are undergoing treatment from the vets. So for example, if my horses needed treatment at the vets, needed to stay overnight, this is a safe place that the horses receiving treatment can now stay. Currently here with this donkey that's actually one of the patients that's being hospitalised at the moment, and I can tell you this now, it is so much cooler in here due to the shade, because out there it is boiling hot. I think it's the hottest I've ever been. I'm now here with this stallion, and he's been working all morning, pulling the cart, pulling things to market. So now he's come back inside into his stable, into the shade, because it's midday, it's very hot, and he's having a little bit of a rest, bit of food and water. So he's a little bit sweaty because he's been working, but I think he's enjoying the rest now. I'm here with Ida, who is a farrier. So we're currently in the area where the horses can come, get their hooves trimmed, filed down, and also just have like a check over and make sure they're all okay. I've just been shown some of the farrier tools, and a lot of these are very similar to what we use back in England. So I have a hoof pick, I also have a rasp, a paring knife. So let's see them in action. Senegal, there are a lot of horses, a lot of donkeys, and a lot of mules that we've seen already. However, with all these animals comes a lot of poo, especially as on average a horse does around 8 to 10 poos a day. So this next project funded by Brooke is actually all about poo and basically how poo can be made into gas and then turned into electricity as well. So behind me here we actually have a school, and this is powered by biogas. So basically all of the poo gets put into this tank, and the gases that come off it, such as methane, then gets tapped off. It goes into the school and also into some of the houses as well. So this provides electricity. It also is great for the women, as it means they don't have to go searching for firewood, and it's also good because it can reduce respiratory problems, as before the smoke and soot from the firewood or from oil lamps and things would be really bad as well. And obviously it's great for the school because it also means that children can learn when it's dark, they can do homework when it's dark and things like that as well. Okay, so this is where the poo goes in, and then you mix it around, and there's a little hole at the bottom where the tube goes. So all the poo that's all crushed up goes down there and then into the tank. And usually the tank is actually inflated, but because it's currently the end of the school year, it's all deflated at the moment. So here on the biogas generator, there's actually a little tap, and then that goes up to the kitchen, so then the gas can be used for cooking, and also with the generator go into lighting as well. So here we have the last stage where we have all of the excess poo, and this is then taken over to the farm, spread across the fields and used as fertiliser, so nothing is wasted. Okay, so we're now in the kitchen, and here we have the gas pipe that goes to the new gas cooker. So this means that when all of the school dinners are made, it's a lot better environment, because before it would be really smoky and not very good for your lungs. Now it's got a much cleaner fuel that's also free because it comes from the poo, and you can make your nice school dinners on it. So I'm now just looking around the school, and I've just popped into one of the classrooms, and this little table and chairs is really taking me back. But it's also brilliant because in here the lighting is also powered by the biogas, which is just brilliant. But also these projects that are funded by Brooke, they're really good because they're not just working with the owners of the horses and donkeys, they're working with the whole community. And this information is now being passed down to the younger generation and is causing lifelong change. So now I'm in the fields where they have the crops and where they can get out all of the excess from the biogas generator, so there's no waste, put it on the crops and help them grow. Okay guys, so the last couple of days here in Senegal, West Africa with the Brooke charity have been absolutely incredible, seeing some of the work that they've been doing, but Brooke needs your guys' help. So if you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you over to the Brooke shop, so maybe you and a friend could buddy up and buy something, or maybe if it's your friend or family member's birthday, or with Christmas around the corner, you could buy something for them, such as training a farrier or looking after 2 horses. So thank you so much guys for all of your help. So this horse here is a little bit shy, not too sure about new people, hey? But definitely knows who its mum is. Oh wow. So I'm here with Fama, and today we're going to be learning a little bit more about cowpeas and why they're so important. So later on we're actually going to go over to the farm and see them growing, learn a bit more about them and also meet her horse. So this horse here is definitely enjoying the cowpea leaves. Hey? Yeah. Let's see. So I'm here with Fama, and we're now out in the fields. We've got some crops here of the cowpea seeds, and she's just showing me which ones are ready to be picked. And I've got a few here. So this donkey here is definitely reminding me of Bruno. I think it's because they're both the same colour, but also this guy is definitely enjoying his food. So the reason why cowpea seeds are so important, especially here in Senegal, is because it's really prone to drought here, especially with climate change as well increasing that. So it means that when there is a drought, the yield of crops can be really low. So these are specialised seeds designed so they're drought resistant, but it also benefits humans and the equines because the crops actually have seeds which are brilliant for the humans that they can sell for profit, and then the leaves can be used to feed the animals, so then they are no longer hungry. So I'm here at a Brooke outreach hub. So here we have a vet and we also have some paravets as well that have been trained by Brooke. So having the paravets is really great because it means that they can go out to different communities as well because there is only one vet in this kind of area. So here people can bring their horses and donkeys and get them wormed and vaccinated just like we do back in England. So we've just seen this donkey have its vaccinations and then now it's going to get wormed just like our horses are back in England. So we have one main vet and then lots of paravets as well that have all been trained by Brooke. So having the paravets actually means that they can go out to other communities as there is only one main vet. So if they have, for example, a case that is a bit more serious, they can go back to the vet and ask for their advice. So the donkeys behind me here have just been wormed and had their vaccinations as well, and they were really good. They were so much better than my donkey Bruno back home in England. But also they just had a little check over, make sure there aren't any cuts or lumps, and if there were, they just got a little bit of iodine solution on some cotton wool and just gave that a little bit of a clean up. Okay guys, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all of you that have taken part in my hackathon this year and have helped out as well. So since I've been working with the Brooke charity, I've really been able to see some of the awful conditions that these horses and donkeys are in, as well as that they're being susceptible to disease and also theft as well. So since working with Brooke, I've also been able to see some of the incredible work that they're doing, such as training vets, paravets and farriers, and also some of the projects that they're doing, such as with cowpea plants. And these plants are drought resistant, so they can grow all year round, be harvested all year round, and it also means that they have food for their horses, as well as the seeds can also be sold for profit, helping communities as well. I've also seen some of the other work they've been doing, such as with the biogas plant at one of the schools, where poo can actually be transformed into gas that can then be transformed into electricity, powering the schools, and just some of the projects they're doing, they're just so amazing. So thank you again for all of your support as well. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Brooke YouTube channel, where there'll be some behind the scenes vlogs of what I've been getting up to here in Senegal. Thanks for watching, bye!